What kind of treasure were you hiding? Svarog runestone, dark steel plate, big eye. Well, it has glowing ore. I guess that's decent, but... can't say it was the best treasure out there. But hey, it's something. And that means curiosity has been sated. What can I say? Sometimes life just has this tendency to take you on a wild horse cart ride. And it takes you everywhere and anywhere. And sometimes you just gotta shout ho. And I think that's the point we've arrived at right now. We've sated our curiosity, as I said, with the treasure. However, with Hattori and all that, yeah, not right now. Hattori is in good hands, I hope, with his new guard, so theoretically, nothing bad should happen right now. The only thing that we could do is speed up the process of his sword making business. Did any of you shout an insult my way? If so, well, you probably didn't, but no matter what, your horse's men. I'll gladly get rid of you. Anyone else? I was monologuing. Thank you. But yeah, Hattori's business, it can be kickstarted if we get him the supplies that he needs, but that's not exactly required, theoretically. Like, he'll manage on his own, right? For the time being, as long as Cleaver doesn't cause any mayhem. But hey, it's Cleaver. He'll probably cause mayhem. But for now, not gonna mess around. What we're gonna do is put on a play. They've gotten enough time right now to do whatever the hell they wanted.
Rescued, or the Witcher's triumph. A thrill from the quill of a poet. Her talent Goliath. Performed by the Foxen. Led by Madame Reynard.
Didn't look
in
like
the
that.
city's blood gutter, the Butcher's Yard.
Oh wow, that sounds like an awesome idea. What a brilliant play. That name sounds so intriguing. I will totally go and visit that.
Another drifter in from Temeria.
Leave the Foxen
Many
something
thanks to
to
you,
reveal.
Okay, that's awesome. Awesome that they are just standing around and also preparing everything. Yeah. Is everything okay here? You're keeping the peace. Good.
See how Bolt does what he can, but it's technique what matters most.
Yeah. Thank you. Very much thank you for keeping the peace. And the Puffins, very much thank you for spreading the word. I do hope there's not going to be any more surprises. Like, okay, the play is going to be performed soon, right? How many more supplies do I need to gather? And all that kind of stuff. And Irene is all the way at the back. Right. Irene, you're probably in here. Greetings. Is everything ready? I've got the guards, I've got the... Well, the... I'm not really sure what the names were. There was a certain kind of name for people who would spread the word of something. Not too sure. Town clerks? No idea. Anyway, hi.
Ah, there you are.
Managed to hire some ushers.
Wonderful. That's one matter resolved.
And meanwhile, the text, need to discuss that, I guess.
Wanted to talk about the text itself.
It's not at all badly written. In fact, I quite like it. I was willing to relax my standards to help Dudu, but we may have something very interesting here. I've very clear ideas who to cast as the servant, the Witcher, and the Queen, but I'm not certain who should play the Prince and the Princess.
Okay. Are you getting rich of this? I mean, we're here completely to get Dudu out of hiding. That's all we want. But is this also making you a bit of money?
These performances bring in much coin?
Well, it varies. On good days, the square is barely capable of accommodating everyone. Other times, we're lucky to earn a handful of coppers. Of course, we shall pay you a fee as well. You're a member of the ensemble now.
Thanks.
I appreciate that. But that begs the question, who's gonna play The Witcher?
Who's playing The Witcher?
An amateur. It'll be my first time working with him, but I'm confident he'll pull it off.
Oh god, you're talking about me.
In a sense. Oh, stop pretending you don't know. I'm talking about you.
I don't know my lines. I'm not an actor, got no talents. Well, to be honest, I gotta act like myself. But that's true. I mean, truthfully.
I'm no actor. Might not have noticed, but I'm a little low on emotional expression.
But that's perfect. After all, you're to play the Witcher, not the princess.
I guess that's fine.
Besides, you must appear on stage. Dudu must see you. It's the crux of this entire endeavor.
You're right. Just never thought I'd have to do something like this.
You'll be fine, dear. You need only strut on stage, great sword in hand, furl your brow, make some threatening faces, then deliver a few lines in a gravelly voice. Think you can manage?
I'm very good with that. Okay, well, and also there's a benefit. You don't have to get the costume department involved because I already come equipped with all this glory. But talking about Prince?
So who do you see playing the Doppler Prince?
I'm finding it hard to decide between two candidates. Abelard Ritzar would be the safer bet. He's been part of our troupe for ages, has flawless technique, but he doesn't exactly captivate the crowds.
Who's your other option?
Maxim Bollier, outstanding actor, and audiences love him, but sadly I can never be sure he'll show up sober, or that he'll show up at all.
Good question. Do we go with the one that the audience loves but might be drunk? I mean, on one hand it is a comedy, but you might also want to play it safe. Let's go with Abelard, just to play it safe.
Let's go with Abelard. I'll take a reliable artisan over an unpredictable artist any day.
Rightly so. The project is risky enough without our casting Maxim.
Okay, so that's the Witcher taken care of, the Prince taken care of. Who's going to play the princess?
So, about the princess. Small part, but an important one. Any idea who could play her?
Pricilla would be the obvious choice. She's young and beautiful, yet I do have more stage experience.
Okay, don't take this as an insult, but I think maybe it would be best if Pricilla played this part. I mean, you're friends with Dudu as well, I get it, but in this regard it's all about trying to get across the message that we need to also save Dandelion and whatnot. So, in general, we need to get Dudu out of hiding and he needs to know who are all involved in it very directly. So, I'd say, if you would allow it, have Pricilla do it.
Let's have Pricilla do it. No offense, but most people...
Assign greater importance to appearance than to talent. I understand. I shall let her know. I'm certain she'll be wonderful.
It's not exactly what I meant, but I guess there is some truth in that. You're not too bad on the eyes either, let's say that. I mean, I've seen many more people that are a lot uglier. Like, you're pretty good. So, yeah. Anyway, that's me making a very awkward compliment. I guess we got the cast figured all out then.
Alright, got the cast figured out.
It seems so. Prepared to plunge headlong into your career as a mama?
No. Definitely not, but I still need to learn my lines for starters.
Working on it. Still need to learn my lines. It's a lot to memorize.
One who knows an entire bestiary by heart and can blend dozens of alchemical brews can surely memorize a few lines of rhymed verse. Good luck.
I certainly hope so. The problem is, I've got this special ability to, in the midst of battle, go all like, okay, I'm fighting a ghoul. What kind of ghoul was it? Oh, I know. It is most definitely, where was it? Where in this mind palace of mine is the ghoul I'm looking for? Oh, it's an owl ghoul. That's the one I'm looking for. So I would need Axie. I can't do that on stage when I'm dealing with improv lines and whatnot. Swordplay with improv is a lot easier than, well, whatever the hell you're gonna put me through right now. Oh dear, what am I getting myself into? Well, time to read my lines. Well, this is probably a recipe for disaster waiting to happen, but I think I know some of my lines. I hope, though I'm gonna have to improvise a lot and hope that I get the right feeling of this play. So, Irene, I'm ready. Does the play start right now?
For this premiere?
Halberdier number 2's in the props room crying. Apart from that, it's going splendidly.
What happened to Halberdier number 2?
Are you ready?
Does Halberdier number 2 need a witch who can save him? A big distraction quest? Something that will stop the play from happening for another week and then... No, we can start. I fear that we can start.
All right, let's start. Want to get this over with.
Everyone says so before their first time. Afterwards, it's impossible to drag them off the stage. You'll see. You'll love it.
I have stage fright,
Volty,
okay?
what are you doing here?
Prissy told me you like to putting on a play. Were you playing the lead?
I
I'm
know.
not the lead.
Well,
Oh, I
yeah.
thought to myself, I'd sooner shave my beard than miss that. Tell me, Witcher, you going to wear hose and a codpiece?
Come, Geralt. You must focus your mind before you go on stage.
And have him distract me? Thank you, Zoltan.
Ladies and gentlemen, most honorable citizens of the hallowed city of Novigrad, welcome. We have for you an exquisite comedy. Its title, A Changeling Rescued, or The Witcher's Triumph. The players, Witcher Geralt as himself, Katerina as the queen, Leo Ribe as the humble servant, appearing as the prince, a veteran of the Novigrad stage, Abelard Ritza, and as the princess, the lovely Trabaritz with the voice of a nightingale, Pricilla.
Quite the ensemble. Now let's just hope that my skills don't drag the rest down. Act 1. Well, brilliant! We're working with acts. How many acts are there? 3? I hope I don't mess anything up here.
Majesty, the monster slayer awaits. Your summons he's answered and stands at the gates.
Show him in. I must speak to the man. But first, some wine to steady my hand. Witcher, your task is a matter most tender. A monster shall show at tonight's feastly splendor. Stand guard, beware, kill the beast if he shows. Your reward you'll receive on my finest pillows.
Oh, call me intrigued. The slay monster's most foul. Yeah, the slay monster's most foul. That's what I do.
Slay beasts most foul. 'Twas for this I was made. I kill as my calling, not just to get paid.
He's swallowed the bait, this fool of a witcher. I'll ensure the foul bow reveals his true figure. The monster revealed, the witcher shall strike. The beast will he slay, thrust his head on a pike.
Ah, my child will pity her love, this beast. Though at least, ere he goes, he'll enjoy a last feast.
I think that was good.
Gathered are we, a host fair and noble, to celebrate this day, the princess's betrothal.
Alas, no monster do I see or hear.
But perhaps midst the guests?
Perhaps midst the guests he hides, in fear.
My dear, long have we hid our love's tender fires. Months we've restrained our loins' hot desires. Tonight shall it end, be my wife, that's my plea. That having said, I'll get down on my knee.
Oh, darling, I will!
Wait, with wine must we toast this moment joyful. If not, a foul curse shall rend your lives woeful.
Treason! 'Tis not wine, but a brew spiked with silver. My bowels contract, a foul beast to deliver.
Hark, hark, 'tis no prince, but a Doppler impostor.
Is the mate... No. Seems men's hearts can love
Seems
foster.
men's hearts can love, for changelings foster.
Behold, Witcher, the beast of which I spoke. Unleash your sword. Let fly the killing stroke.
Stop, beast or man! 'Tis my love, my betrothed.
Sheath your blades, fear a Doppler. 'Tis a thing most foolish. Changing one's shape does not make one ghoulish. Remember, 'tis not flesh a monster makes.
But a base heart.
But a heart that is base, such as in this knave aches.
Witcher, 'tis true. This wretch's foul suspicions tainted my mind with this plan so malicious. The Doppler must live. My daughter he'll wed. Beast or man, she loves him truly, without dread.
'Tis our tale's end, good folk, and its moral is this.
No monster is he.
No monster is he whose shape can shift.
The Witcher is just a true Doppler's friend.
Any sign of Dudu though? Or is this the end?
But you, foul page, in chains you shall end.
Guard! Call the guard! Remove the traitor at once!
Hey, hear the princess's command? Come up here.
Get on stage, Dudu. Get on stage.
Come on then, governor. Up you go. On stage.
Toss the traitor scum in the dungeon!
Don't be afraid. In the end, everyone will live happily ever after. Doppler and princess wed the same night. The servant's heart melted. He wept at the sight.
Dopplers to the stake! Burn them all!
Oh, sure.
Can't you see it's all in fun? This is a comedy. A ghoul could play the prince. Lighten up, for God's sake.
Exactly. I think picking this as a comedy was the right choice. And dear oh dear, this went surprisingly well.
Geralt, you recognized me. How'd you do it?
Greetings, Dudu. Heard about that souvenir Horson left on your face.
So, you know everything? Have you seen Ciri?
Unfortunately not.
No. Still looking for her.
Geralt, masterful. You did great. Haven't they laughed that hard in ages? Lads won't believe it when I tell them.
Explain one thing to me. How'd you and Dandelion manage to displease Reuven, Horson, and the temple guard all at the same
I
time.
mean, that takes skill.
It's not as if we planned it.
Anyway, how did you escape after the fight at Horsens? Of course, you changed into Horsen Jr. and then slipped away, but you didn't contact Pricilla afterwards when everything went wrong. Why?
Why didn't you find Pricilla or the mummers? Contact them.
I came to a few performances, different shape each time, but I dared not show myself, feared I'd put them at risk. Then I got word of a new mumming, saw it as my chance to learn something, anything, about Ciri and Dandelion.
Okay, well, you're gonna learn right now. But it is interesting to learn that because of that scar of yours, that it translates to every single shape you take. Like, certainly that must kind of mess up your whole Doppler abilities, doesn't it? I mean, I'm very sorry that happened. But anyway, how did you escape after the fight at Horsens?
I know Ciri went back to Horsens to get you. How'd you manage to escape?
I ran after her, wanting to keep up, but I'd have been a hindrance. She called out to me, entreated me to shapeshift and disappear. I tried to find them, Ciri and Dandelion. It was as if they'd turned to vapor. Fearing for my life, I shifted each day, becoming someone else. Even considered turning into Ciri to trick her pursuers, but...
Slow down, Marmalade. Geralt, when did you last see Cirilla? Been a while, hasn't it?
A while, yeah.
For me, likewise. Must be a full-grown lass by now. Dudu, do us a wee favour. Show us Ciri for a moment.
Oh.
Geralt.
Huh. We've indeed not seen her for such a long time. It won't be the real deal, but... Can you show us?
Transform. Change into her.
I feel strange. Both of you staring at me bug-eyed. Is that enough?
Thank you.
Yeah. Plenty. Bad idea.
Not angry with me, are you, Geralt?
No.
I feel relieved.
It reminds us what we're fighting for.
Were you able to find him?
Witch hunters nabbed him, but there's good news too.
For starters, Menge is dead.
Menga's dead.
Ugh, a fiend. Good thing someone finally killed it. Though another, just as bad or worse, would likely take its place.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
probably.
be so quick to assume. Got a feeling it could be a decent fellow.
What's he talking about?
Oh. Yeah. Basically, we're trying to free Dandelion, for he is imprisoned underneath Temple Isle. Ciri is God knows where. If anyone knows, it might be Dandelion. And otherwise, no clue. But in order to free Dandelion, we need your help. And it might be something that might be a little bit daring.
We think we can free Dandelion. Just need your help.
What could I do?
Take on Menga's appearance. Then go and give the order for Dandelion to be moved to Oxenfurt.
We'll lie in ambush in a ravine en route. Spring Dandelion from the convoy when it rolls by.
Wait, not so fast. How am I to be Menga? And I've no notion where Dandelion's being held.
He is on Temple Isle, and no one else knows Menge is dead. I mean, he burned in the fire. He's missing.
No one knows Menga's dead. No need to worry about being exposed.
No one save you. Would this have anything to do with the fire at the witch hunter's barracks?
Maybe.
We were in the area.
I sorely regret not seeing that.
But yeah, for where Dandelion is, he's on Temple Isle.
Dandelion's on Temple Isle, imprisoned there. You'll need to find out exactly where.
But what if they grow suspicious? Start asking questions?
I'll bet my best axe no one will pester the commander of the Temple Guard. Besides, you're a Doppler and an actor and a Doppler. got double the spark to improvise your way out of any situation. Things get spicy, you'll just nip round the corner and transform into a buxom wench, a jackdaw, or whatever else strikes your fancy.
Of course, it's that simple. Thanks.
You'll be fine for starters. I am sorry if we are talking about this too lightly. Like, again, I'm not a Doppler. Zoltan is not a Doppler. You know what you can do.
Listen, you'll manage. Everybody believes Menga's missing. You can make up any story you want.
My lads and me will lie in ambush in the ravine. Geralt will then join us and we'll await word from you.
But how am I to contact you as Menga? Send word that the convoy's left.
You'll need to figure that out. Come on, Guile's your middle name.
So, we all clear? Dudu, get your ass to Temple Isle. I'm off to assemble my crew. And we'll be waiting for you, Geralt.
Yeah, see you in the ravine.
Whoa, wait! Hold on! What happens after? I hope you don't expect me to continue as Menga, live like Chappelle, burning the occasional heretic to keep up appearances?
No. Once it's over, we expect to see you at the Rosemary in Time, where we'll all meet.
To get pissed like wild badgers. So, settled? Let's get to work.
You were marvelous. Not a single mistake.
Not a single mistake indeed.
General, what did you think?
I doubt the audience understood it all, but that's to be expected. I'm just pleased the Puffins got the word out. That was quite the crowd. You were right to cast Abelard as the prince. It's likely Maxim would have shown up drunk as a fish or forgotten about the premiere altogether.
And then we would have been in trouble.
Here you are. Your fee. I must admit your style of mumming, well, it's quite minimalist. Did you study anywhere?
At Kaer Morhen. Minimum expression means maximum effect. Thanks for the coin. Take care now.
Thank you very much. And Pricilla, you too, thank you very much. Yeah, I'll see you around.
Take care now.
Once we got down the line, basically. Well, yes, the play is indeed the thing. The play was a grand success. Although not the finest spectacle to ever grace the butcher's yard, it more than sufficed for Priscilla's purposes. Dudu attended the play and revealed himself at its end. Geralt quickly pulled him behind the curtain and began questioning him about me and Ciri. And this is how the Witcher learned I was a prisoner of the Judge of the Eternal Fire. We already knew about that a long time ago, seriously. But that brings us to a poet under pressure. Meet Sultan at the site of the ambush. What times those were, times of adventure, action and unexpected twists around every corner. As you surely recall, Ciri and I escaped from Horson Jr.'s headquarters only to wind up trapped in a corner by the temple guard. Ciri managed to get away, but I was captured and tossed in the Temple Isle dungeons. From there I was to be transported to Dirath, the infamous Oxenford prison, to await my execution. And here my tale would surely end, had my friends not devised an ingenious plan to ambush the transport. Let's hope that everything goes according to plan. So that would mean, where would we find the Sultan? All the way over there. Yeah. Is there anything else that I should do before we do that? I don't think so. I think right now our main focus should be entirely on getting down the line out of the mess he got himself into. Mostly because, dear oh dear, I've got a ton of questions for him.
Reciting lines on stage in front of tons of people is like one of the worst things out there. For real, if it's not the stage fright, then it's the fact that it's too easy to forget our lines. At least it all worked out in the end.